Rotarians, guests, may I ask you to attention to the president, please?
Please mute everyone.
Yeah, please mute everyone.
Mute everyone.
The 34th meeting of the Rotary Club of Madras is now called to order. Sanjay, may we have the Rotary anthem, please, Sanjay?
There comes a time when we make a certain call, when Rotary will come together as one. The world is suffering so bad, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. Respect, collaborate, and motivate day by day, so that RCM will soon make a change. Oh, we are all a part of the RCM family, building healthy livelihoods for all in need. We are the Rotary, we are the RCM, we are the ones who make a better day, so let's start giving. Fighting polio and throwing COVID out. It's time we make a better day, Rotary and me. We are the Rotary. We are the RCM. We are the ones to make a better day. So let's start giving. Fighting polio and throwing COVID out. It's time we make a better day. Just Rotary and me. Come on, sing with me. We are the Rotary. We are the RCM. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving, fighting polio, and throwing COVID out. It's time we make a better day, Rotary and me.
Thank you, Sanjay. May I have a confirmation of the minutes of the meeting held last week? Thank you so much. I realized it was a little late. However, I hope you had a chance to really go through it.
I did.
Thank you. Are we ready with the four-way test video?
Yes, we are.
Hi, this is Rotarian Guna, and I am here to briefly talk to you about the four-way test. The four-way test is an eloquently simple and comprehensive guide touching each aspect of our lives. It transcends borders and is timeless. Rotarian Herbert J. Taylor coined the four-way test in 1932 by way of four simple queries. To pass muster, all the four queries must be answered with a resounding yes. Many a time, the four-way test is flouted and followed up by a justification. Such justifications do not conform with the high ethical standards set by Rotarian Taylor. Sharing the four-way test with you today renews my commitment to this unique dictum. I do understand that it's a difficult proposition, following up on the four-way test day after day. However, to me, it's work in progress. May I invite you to join me in reciting the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you for the opportunity and thank you for the listening.
Thank you, Past President Guna. Thank you, Past President Guna. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure today to welcome a truly remarkable Rotarian.
This is Rotarian Guna, and I am here to briefly talk to you about the four-way test.
Sanjay, we've got a repeat of the audio. Thank you. Past President Ravi Shankar Dakoju and Mrs. Ravi Shankar, I do believe you are there with us this evening as well. Welcome to both of you. Past President Ravi Shankar is an Arch Clump Fellow. He's one of the, probably in South India, I guess, one of the most talked about Rotarians in the recent past for his immense contribution that he has actually made to Rotary International. An extremely unassuming individual, humble, and I guess you will all see what I've just mentioned as we go along this evening. I would also like to welcome PDG Suresh Harif. Thank you so much for being with us today. There are so many past district governors from India and across the world, presidents from Rotary clubs across the world, Rotarians, JWD members, spouses. Welcome to all of you and thank you for spending your time with us this evening. I know you are all extremely keen to hear our speaker for the day. A couple of announcements I'd like to make. Firstly is, on behalf of all of us Rotarians, I'd like to offer our condolences to our Rotarian Linesh, who had a bereavement in his family recently. On a happier note, I would like to wish our PDG Krishnaswamy a very happy birthday. His birthday is today, as well as our Rotarian Ravi Shankar, whose birthday is also today. Happy birthday to all of you. And Ravi, thank you so much for your sunshine of 5,000 rupees. I would also like to thank another well-wisher of our club, Vardhaman Jain, son of Rotarian MK Jain, who has donated very graciously 10 computers for our projects. Congratulations as well go out to Dr. Anisha, who has received an extremely prestigious Mayan Award from the Tamil Nadu Government Health Secretary. Congratulations, Anisha. Happy to announce our Rotary vaccination program that we have actually organized for our members, particularly at this time, are being taken up tomorrow at the MGM hospital to start with, as well as at Sundra Medical Center. I do hope everyone is extremely comfortable and finds it a convenience. Thank you so much to past President Vijay Bharti, as well as President-elect Jayashree Sridhar, for facilitating both these locations for the convenience of our members. I'd now, Prasad, your announcements, please.
Thank you very much, President. On the birthdays, you have already recognized the birthday boys for today, PDG S. Krishnaswamy, and thank you very much, PDG, for your contribution of rupees 2,000 to the Sunshine. And happy birthday to Rotarian R. Ravi Shankar. And once again, thank you very much for your Sunshine of rupees 5,000. On 5th March, we have the birthday of Rotarian Krishna Kishore. And on 8th March, we have the birthday of Rotarian Manu Reddy. On the spouse birthdays, on 6th March, we have spouse K. Sridhar, husband of Rotarian Sandhya Sridhar. And on 8th March, we have Anne Rashmi, wife of Rotarian Sunil, Sudhakar, Shankar celebrating their birthday. Wedding anniversary, it is all only on the 3rd. The whole week we have one day. We have many Rotarians celebrating their anniversary. We have Rotarian N. Ramachandran and Dr. Surekha. We have Rotarian T. Shivaraman and Ann Anupama. We have Rotarian Madhav Sehgal and Ann Simran. And we have Rotarian S. Srinivasan and Ann S. Prabhavati, all celebrating their wedding anniversary on the 3rd of March.
The next meeting's announcements as well, PB.
Yeah, thank you very much. Our next meeting is when we start with the first of the awards this year. For the sake of one of the highest award that we are going to give, is going to be conferred on none other than Padma Bhushan awardee Mr. Harish Salve, a senior advocate and then the former Solicitor General of India, and he is also the Queen's Counsel in UK. This is going to happen next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. 9th March. Thank you very much, President.
Rotarians, this is one meeting that we are going to do as a hybrid meeting. So we will be sending out a message to all of you. So those of you who do wish to attend in person, we have got a cap of about 55 who can attend due to the location and venue. So please do send in your warn-ins. It's on a first come, first serve. So hence, please press the button quickly. I would now like to hand over the proceedings to past President N.K. Gopinath.
Thank you, President Kapil. And may I request Rotarian Rajesh to please play the introductory video of Rotarian Ravi Shankar Dakoju.
Ravi Shankar Dakoju was born in Bangalore in 1955. He's a BA graduate and has a diploma in marketing and business management. He was born to great and philanthropic parents, late Shri Kamesh Dakoju and late Srimati Indra Kamesh. He's the 6th among 7 children. His father, an engineer, gave away all the family land to Vinoba Bhave's Budhan movement and joined the freedom struggle, was imprisoned for 4 years along with former VP B.D. Jatti, Nijalingappa and others. Ravi, an agnostic, doesn't believe in the caste system or in religion. He practices what he believes. Ravi is happily married to Ann Paula, a staunch Catholic, and they have 2 lovely daughters, Ekta and Samta, meaning unity and equality, which they follow in their lives. The couple have brought up their children in the same way, respecting all religions. Ravi lost his father when he was in the 4th grade, but was brought up by his mother, an less educated but brave lady with high ethical values and courage, who brought up all the 7 children single-handedly with just 100 rupees in the bank. Ravi, brought up in poverty, garnered a lot of support and scholarships for his education. In the early years, he worked hard by milking cows in the morning and in the evening. Professionally in real estate, he grows tea in Ooty and is mentoring a fitness equipment company to encourage young entrepreneurs. In the future, he plans to enter large-scale farming. 30th June 2018, Ravi and Paula, through their foundation, contributed 100 crore rupees, US dollar 14.7 million, to the Rotary Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, our Karma Yogis, Ravi Shankar Dokoju and Paula Ravi Shankar.
Thank you, Rajesh. Our speaker today, fellow Rotarians, is altruism personified. And no better person to talk about him is past District Governor Suresh Hari from District 3190, Bangalore. And he's actually right now in New Jersey, and he's going to be speaking to us a few words on Ravi Shankar from there. Suresh Hari, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Past President Gopi, President Krish, and my friends and Rotarians in Madras. It is always a pleasure to somehow connect with Madras because I am a Madras paiyan. So again, migrate panni Bangalore Bonalo, I still have the roots set in Madras, and it's a pleasure. And Gopi, introduction of Ravi cannot be done in few words or a few minutes, because he's a different type of a character. Though we come from the same industry, we know for each other for decades in the association where I am very actively involved. Ravi, I had an earlier stint about 3 decades back in one of the property transaction. And there are 2 partners, one Ravi and the other by my namesake Hari. That's why they are called Hara Construction, Hari and Ravi together. I know he's there. In any organization, you have a good cop and a bad cop. You know who is the bad cop now. So he was a tough nut of an order to meet and negotiate. And that Hari is one Sida Sada person like me, he will always say, I will do, yes, Hari, I will do it. Hari to Hari. But when you go to Ravi, that is where the toughness comes in. I never move an inch possible with him. That was the days of my interaction. And it was a pleasant surprise when he became a president during my term as a governor. It's not that it is a providence, I should say. Providence of sort. How, that's why our year, we called our governor, our director named our team. I was one of the last governor to be elected, named our team as Miracle Chasers. And I said, if everybody chases, who will make it? I told him I would like to be a maker. I named our team as a miracle maker, and it truly happened. Ravi was becoming a president was sort of a miracle. And, in one of the pre-pets, in a casual meeting after, of course, a couple of our single malt and double malt mixing together, we were hanging out in one of the evening. Ravi came to me and said, Hari, I want to do something to the community. I am going to give. I said, okay, I know he's capable of giving. When a president says, yes, we are eagerly waiting. He said, I'll give over 100 crores. I said, okay, very good. But it is not a bit of doubt I had he cannot give it. Because if it is so, then I would have not been interacting with him for years. So he said, I'm going to give it. It's very good. That is something you give, sir. What do you want to give? That didn't end there. He gave me a book, A Fistful of Rice. And it's one of the dullest book one can go through. But, it has a lot of value in that. I took it to my international assembly, read it and came back. It took me months to read it completely because it's a very 4 lines you read, you feel sleepy. That's the level of that book. But when I came back, again started interacting, he said, I want to build in schools in Mizoram, in Kashmir, I want to plant trees, I want to do this, that. It's easiest task for a governor. I had 39 governors, co-governors, tell them each of them 100 crore is coming, all of you take 2 crores. The balance bulk of it I'll do in Karnataka 3190. That's all. My year is done. My year is over. Program over. All my clubs will be cushy. All India will be rocking with the project. Then I asked him, do you want to spend everything immediately? Then he asked me a question. Do you think this money, I got it out of something lottery? No, it's every penny is I earned money. So I would like to see how it is implemented. That is where I put my thinking cap and interacted with him. Sold the idea of foundation. Then, he got so much convinced at one stage when the foundation didn't encourage the first 10 crore rupee that was given. 10 crore was lying in my house. He came to my house with his partner in front of my partner, business partner and Anita. He signed a document pledging properties which was assessed by my partner for the valuation, which was double the value of what he has pledged to me. But he said, you take the 100 crore, balance, I will take it to my project. That is the level of commitment he had before he's taking over. Before his taking over, came, signed the document and gave it. It is privy to me and Ravi and Paula and Anita. We are greatly appreciate him. Yeah, we cannot tell in words. He's a man who walks the talk. He walks the talk. He said, this is something which we have to do. Many people in Rotary, come to make a living. He makes Rotary as a part of living. That is his aim. He said, you want to say grow Rotary, not grow in Rotary. That is his watchword. And he works for foundation. There are many, many good stories I can talk about him. There are many, many good incidences I can talk about him. We still continue doing. We are connected to Pakistan and doing one project where our past governor Arif, who passed away, with him we tied up, and we enabled that governor do about point transfer PHO, because there are people not ready to give $100, $200, and that's a problem. I need to motivate them. Then Ravi pulled me in, and then we have enabled there almost 100 odd PHO becoming there. That is Rotary for you. Ravi, let me not take your time. And the friends have been waiting. My apology. He is never on this delay. He is always ahead of time. Our apology, because due to technical issues, my apology. And Ravi, please, let us hear you again. It's every time a new hearing for me.
Thank you, Suresh. Just before the guest speaker takes over, I'd like to request the Rotarians who have questions to please put it on the chat box, and we will pick it up one by one after the guest speaker finishes. Over to you, Past President Ravi Shankar Thakurji. You'll have to unmute yourself probably.
Good evening, Rotarian friends, and greetings from my Rotary Club of Bangalore and my Rotary District 3190. I'm not a good speaker. My friend Gopinath, in case I'm overstepping, if I'm talking more or getting bored, you can chop me off. Absolutely, I'm comfortable with it. And I'm a little nervous today. Because my mother is watching me. That is Rotary Club of Madras is watching me, and they're not only my club's mother, they're the mother of my district also. Yeah. See, recently I had gone to a place called Devgarh. I don't know if you have heard of that. That's a coastal town in Sindhudurg district, Maharashtra. Along with my assistant governor, Ritesh Kumar Goyal and Uday Pilani. And when they're having lunch, one person who was having lunch stopped having lunch, was looking at me, staring at me. He said, are you Ravi Shankar? I said, yes. He stopped eating. And actually, he's a big man. He's a tycoon, biscuit tycoon by name, Rotarian Ravindra Kumar Agarwal from Hyderabad, from Duke Biscuits. And he said, sir, I always wanted to ask you something. Can I ask? He was a little nervous. I didn't expect that I'll be meeting you in person. I said, what's it? Can I ask you a question? It's not awkward. You won't feel awkward. I said, nothing. I'm totally naked. I got nothing to hide. So then he said, sir, why did you give so much of money? Didn't you feel insecure? Or didn't you feel nervous any time while giving that? I said, not even once. Not even once. Now that he's not the one who asked me. Many people asked me the same question. Not even once. In fact, after we committed to donate, I slept so beautifully. And this is only not because of anything. There's a clarity of thought. I'm very, very clear. I'm clear how much I can eat. What is cooked more than what I can eat goes to waste. And what wealth we make beyond our requirement belongs to society. I'm very, very clear. And my heart is for charity. It is in my DNA. It is my commitment to society. So when I have a clarity of thought, a charity in your mind, why do you get scared? You know how much you want. And in fact, Jodhpur, I think our Suresh Hari, PDG Suresh Hari also had come. Jodhpur, when I was addressing one elderly gentleman, maybe about 80 years or so, and he came to me. He said, "My Jaipur se aaya hu. I was in Jodhpur. आपको मिलने के लिए." अच्छा बताइए साहब. My English is as bad as my Tamil. My Tamil is as bad as English. So then I said, बताइए क्या है? Then he said, क्या हो गया था आपको? I said, क्या हो गया था? I was wondering whether I've done something wrong. I said, क्या हो गया था आपको? ऐसा कर दिया आपने. Meanwhile, I had to go up on the stage. They called me. And I said, then I went up. Then I asked gentleman, sir, आपका शुभ नाम क्या है? He said, I think, he told, I think, I think he was a PDG, Agarwal or somebody, he said. Then he said, I said, sir, आपने कुछ question पूछे मेरे से. He was asking me something, आपको क्या हो गया था? क्यों कर दिया ऐसे? He thought I must have had some bad disease in me. So contagious. Then I said, sir, sir, एक बात पूछता हूँ, आप खाने के लिए क्या खाते हैं? I said, my Hindi is not good. I told him, I'm a South Indian. I said, matlab, he got angry. Because elderly man, he had a Bandgala, Jodhpuri coat and a gold chain. He was a big man. He said, matlab, he got a little startled. This bugger is coming to Jodhpur and asked me, what do I eat? I said, Bhai Sahab, my South Indian हूँ, मैं चावल खाता हूँ, आप क्या खाते हैं? रोटी खाता हूँ मैं. I said, ठीक, कितने खाते हैं सब? Again, he was little, क्यों? I said, कितने? सर मैं 2 रोटी खाता हूँ, कभी कभी 3 खा लेता हूँ. समझिए साहब, 10 रोटियां बन गए घर पे. क्या करते हैं? बांट लेता हूँ, बाकी खराब हो जाएगा ना, सबको जो गरीबों को दे देता हूँ. सब मैं वही किया ना सब. मैं वही किया. मेरे लिए जो चाहिए मुझे पता है, मैं वो रख लिया. बाकी जो है जो खराब हो जाएगा वो बांट दिया. इसमें बड़ी बात क्या है? It is as simple as that. And one more thing is, I am a stingy man. I'm an extremely stingy man. I buy clothes. I shop only twice a year. One is June, July once, again October, November once. That is the maximum discount I get, 70%. Otherwise, I don't buy. The shirt I'm wearing is more than 8 years old. So this tie, they gave me free from the foundation. So I'm wearing that. So I'm extremely stingy when it comes to personal spending. And my daughter, eldest daughter, Ekta, is still stingier than me. In fact, she and her sister, that's Samta, second daughter, they practice minimalism. They also got to the extent, in fact, they are in Melbourne, in Australia. My daughter, my wife is always concerned what she is going, where she is going, because we have a lot of relations are there. My wife's relations are there. They invite them. She wears the same denim jeans and some t-shirts, some loose shirt she wears, something like that. My wife, she's a little concerned and she's fashion conscious. She's angry with my daughter. I said, all the time you're wearing the same thing. I feel awkward. Why do you don't have money? You don't have thing. She kept on harassing her. And finally, she went and bought a very nice pair of jeans and a nice top. So my wife was very happy. She said, finally, she's bought it. I'm so happy about it. I said, okay, everything was happy. And my daughter calls me up, Ekta, Nana. She calls me Nana because in Telugu, Nana means father. Nana, I bought that denims and the top from a second-hand shop. So my wife was happy that she bought a new stuff. And actually, she bought something called op shops. Most of the Rotarians also, they sell old recycled clothes. And they don't want to throw them away. They're good in condition. They clean it and they put it in. With that money, many Rotary clubs run there. She went and bought it. She didn't want to waste money on buying. And the second daughter, even Sunday she works because she gets double payment. They're so frugal in their spending. But when it comes to generosity, when it comes to donations, they tell me, Nana, this big house is not required. We sell this off, build some schools in Kashmir. That is the beauty. I'm so proud of them. They are my inspirations. And also, and I personally feel the concept we talk about, self-made man. Self-made man is, I think, I think you all must have heard, I'm a self-made man. I'm a self-made man. I think it's a myth. It is a myth. Shah Rukh Khan says, मैं दिल्ली से आया, मुंबई में कुछ भी नहीं था मेरे पास, खाली पॉकेट से आया, मैं इतना बड़ा आदमी बन गया हूं मैं. I'm a self-made man. And Rajinikanth, he came from Bangalore. I think our hero, Bollywood, I think in national hero, I think superstar. He came from, he was a conductor. I knew him personally. And from there he went to Chennai. You all welcomed him. We made him a national, international superstar. My simple question is, can you become and their movies, I think couple of weeks, it comes to 500, 600 crores, couple of weeks. And can you become a superstar, become 500, 600 crores, if we people, general society in general, every second person, we don't go and buy tickets, stand in the queue and watch their movies. Our money goes to them. They become multimillionaires and they call themselves self-made man. Isn't it? Isn't it? I think something missing there. Something is missing there. Self-made man. Okay, in that case, let them buy their own tickets and watch movies. No, let them see how many crores they make it. I'm a self-made man, right? So I buy my own ticket and watch it. See, this is a myth. I think we should. I wouldn't have been whatever I am today if not for the society. Society has been with me. Society has brought me up. Society has given me opportunities with the help of society. So whatever I don't need during my lifetime, I think it should go back to society. Simple theory. Why do we complicate ourselves, confuse ourselves? We don't confuse ourselves. We try to confuse others. We don't give. So we confuse others. So, and say, I think the concept of self-made is a myth. And you go to Google, or you go to Wikipedia, or you go to any of LinkedIn, check up what are the names I used, Salman Khan or whatever big names we have, how much they are given to the society. The society people have made them what they are. How much they have given back to society. Just go through it. I don't want to talk about it. So I think there's something called conscious. I think you should look into your conscious, and you should, before going to sleep, you should think about what are you, how did you become what you are. And also, second one is, I think life is a relay race. Relay race is that somebody comes, he gives you a baton, you take it, run, and give it a second baton. I will not do it. I'll keep it to myself. I'll not give it a second fellow. What happens? You end up as a selfish man and a cheat. And that's exactly, very, very simple. Life is very simple. We try to make things like CSR. We understand corporate social responsibility. India is one of the countries which are ahead of time, and they made this. And other one is community's social responsibility. Community should, in fact, that's all CSR, should be together. And together, like Rotary is again a community. We belong to one particular community. We all should decide. The way you are taken up COVID distribution. See, the Rotary Club of Madras always a front runner in doing things. They break the glass ceiling, and they're the people who said, "Okay, this polio we were priding ourselves. Now we are going to COVID distribution." So this is where you all decided for the community by the community. So you made your Rotarians as a community. So like that, community should take up social responsibility. And most important, CSR again is an act. If you don't do that, you'll be put behind bars by the department or the police or whatever, the tax department and all that. Community social responsibility, each other. See, if you don't do well in your Rotary Club, and you yourself will feel guilty, one person will say, I did in that year, we did so much, this year we didn't do, and this guy did do so well. So we bond ourselves, we correct ourselves and do something. most important is ISR. ISR is the most purest form of charity, the touching and most honest form of charity is called ISR, individual social responsibility. CSR, Modi will beat you up, Amit Shah will beat you up if you don't do it. I'm just taking the names. Central government, okay. And CSR, our co-Rotarians, our neighbors, they'll control you. And ISR, nobody will control you. Your own conscience, your own feelings, your own commitment. You know how you have come up. You know how many obligations you have taken. ISR. If you have ISR, if your conscience there before going to sleep, ask your conscience what you've done. I think you're done. You're done. And other day, I was to address one of this, I think seminars, TRF seminar. They asked me to speak. I think Gulamji asked me to speak, and I think Sureshwari also said. Then I said, what name to give? They asked me again, email, what name to give for your speech? I said, I'll give you sometime back, sometime. Then Shakuntala Raha from the South Asia, Rotary South Asia office, she called me, said they want to give a name heading for your talk, and they want it. Shall we give joy of giving? And sharing is caring. I said, I think these are all something which is not. I was in Goa that time. I was in Goa when they said that, and I spoke. I said, when I'm in Goa, I think I should speak something relevant to Goa. What gives you a high? I think our PDG was talking about single malt, double malt, because he's in New York. In New York, he talks about malts only. Okay, I was in Goa, and we talk about getting high on alcohol, and there is, what is happening with, I think, drugs and this, and the newspaper is full of that, and especially during COVID time. And they are thinking of getting on a high on this thing. I said, no, my talk will be called as getting high on high giving. Give in such a way, people remember you. Even such a way, you will be proud of yourself. Give such a way that your community should be proud of you, your family should be proud of you. And that day, you will not have any trouble in sleeping. You will get such sound sleep. No fear, nothing. That's something Shakuntala sir, this is high on high giving. I am on high that way. And one person. This one was very simple. He's a I think AG. Gajanan Kundal Gamkar. He's from a small town called Kudal, Maharashtra. Other day I asked him, and he is highly educated. He's a builder too, very popular builder. And he has done civil engineering, which is very rare in that belt. And he says, he is doing moderate business and things like that. He's young, very capable man. I said, Gajananji, why are you such a capable? You got a good brand name. And why don't you do big projects and things like that? He quietly looked at me, and he is very active Rotary. He said, मैं कुड़ाल में हूँ, मैं जानता हूँ मुझे कितना चाहिए. See, such a beautiful 2 words. He explained the entire gamut of philosophy. He said, indirectly what he said, I know how much I require. I'm in a small town by Kudal. I know how much I require. So he is not chasing money for the sake of money. He is not amassing wealth, and he is spending time, and he knows how much. Beyond that, he said, it belongs to, it doesn't belong to me. And see, I had gone to Bangladesh to address a district conference. One gentleman wearing a mask, not during COVID time, it's much before COVID time, I think 2019. He was wearing a mask. He said, I am under treatment for cancer. I said, in Bangladesh. I said, that's why he was wearing mask and things like that. Then he came to me when I was addressing. Then he said, sir, I've grown very well in official. I think there is some administrative service, Bangladesh administrative service or something. We have IAS, and he said, I have taken lots. I have grown because of thing, and I was feeling guilty for no reason. I got cancer. I started feeling guilty after that. Then I went into, I was feeling guilty that I've not done anything in society. I have been doing only concentrating on myself, my family, my family, nothing else. I was feeling guilty. I couldn't take that. Once I was little better, I took a loan, and now I cleared the loan. I am very happy. See, look at the guilt feeling. The guilt feeling that shows his human, a human being in him is alive. That's a beautiful thing about it. And inspiration for me is apart from my daughters, where I learn from youngsters. Muthu Ramalingam, your DG, and when he is a builder, you know that. When business was going great guns, the bankers used to chase him and say that we want to give you a loan because he's a sound builder, and his records were perfect, and no default. He kept on postponing. He said, I don't want. When the market fell, 2014 onwards, market fell. The market is not doing well. At that time, we started feeling guilty. I was nobody. And this society made me so much, made me such a big man, and I've not done anything. He started feeling guilty. And when this happened, 2018, when I committed, I don't know what happened to him. He went to the bank. He took a loan. He became an AKS member. Look at him. This is the kind of people who they inspire you. Simple people. They don't talk much. They'll deliver. They talk. They talk, and they walk. Then they talk. And one more is Dr. Krishnendu Gupta from Calcutta. He's a doctor. He lives by consultation fees, and he became an AKS member. He said, Ravi, I have one daughter. I know how much I need. And he became an AKS member. And our Raju Subramaniam is a Tamilian who lives in PDG. And he lives in Mumbai. And he gives 10% of his, he's an advocate. He's an advocate. 10% of his fees automatically goes to TRF. And he's become an AKS member. And this commitment, because his father told him, unless you donate, unless you show your gratitude to society, you're not a human being. You're not a citizen of a good country. And he's become a case. They are inspiration for me. And see, one, I don't know, Suresh Harisar, are you there? Is he there?
I'm there.
Yeah. You know this. When I went to Evanston, sir, for my installation, Evanston, I was walking. You know that I'm new to Rotary. Though I've been in Rotary, I'm not very well versed. I'm not very active in Rotary meetings and all that. So I was walking. One pretty lady, she was walking around. She came. Are you Dakoju? That anglicized accent they're not used to. Are you Dakoju? I said, I think PDG was also there with me. I said, yes. I said, how lucky, how nice of you. We are thankful to you for your generosity. So I said, ma'am, I didn't understand you, because I really was a little baffled by her expression. We're all so thankful for your generosity. For what? I said, for your generosity. I said, I didn't understand you, ma'am. She thought, I think I look like an idiot. Okay. She didn't know that I can understand English. She said, she spelled it out. We are thankful to you for your generosity. I said, I didn't understand, ma'am. Then she looked at Suresh Hari, and he didn't know what to do. I said, ma'am, I think we are meeting tomorrow. I went off. Next day, when on the dais, that lady was sitting, and very, very graceful lady, very pretty lady, sitting there, and all the hall was full with about the 8-9 country people were there. I said, ma'am, yesterday you said you are thankful to my generosity. He said. Then she didn't know what was happening. She didn't understand. She didn't know that an crude humor of South Indians, Then, ma'am, are you supposed to be thankful to me for doing what I want to do it, and Rotary is doing free of cost, and you have such big people monitoring your foundation. You are handling my money. You are sending wherever I want. My wish, wherever I want. I want in Uganda, I want in Bangladesh, I want in Tanzania, I want in wherever I have work, there is a suffering. I want to do something, and you will see that this my wish is sacrifice done. What kind of people are there? PhDs, Nobel literates, and the biggest of big scientists are Rotarians. They'll all stand by me from whichever the country is there. They'll do this for me. I'll be in Bangalore. I can do any of the 200 countries, whatever I want, any charity work, which I always want to do from my childhood. Okay. Are you supposed to be thankful to me, or am I supposed to be thankful to you? That is Jennifer Jones. She didn't know which side it was hitting her. So she said, and I said, I am thankful to you. I am thankful to Rotary Foundation. I am thankful to Rotary for allowing me to be part of it. I am thankful to you to accept to handle my endowment and carry this year on year. And I'm thankful to you. So who should be thankful? That is the greatness of thing. That is because the kind of trust I have in Rotary and the foundation. 1 rupee won't go anywhere else. And that is the thing. That is that. Do you have time still? I'm close.
No, you can go ahead.
You can chop.
You can go ahead.
Okay. And Trustee Ghulam Vahanmati. See, in COVID times, all of us, we were locked down. We were not used to. So it came as a bolt. And we were shocked with COVID. And we didn't know. And lockdown was announced. And we were not experiencing this kind of a trauma or panic or insecurity in our lifetime. So what happened is, we didn't know where to go. We were just stuck in the four walls. And one day, it was my wife's birthday, Paula's birthday. And we didn't know what to know, celebration, nothing, can't go anywhere, and we can't call anybody else. And evening, it was there after 8:30, 9 o'clock. We were just having wine. And Paula had asked me, I asked her, Paula, it's a birthday, what gift do you want? She said, can you give me one gift? Can you deny that? I said, I didn't know what she was going to ask, because she never asked for gold. She never asked for diamonds. But I was worried, where can I get if she asked something impossible? It may be difficult for you. Can I ask you for a gift? I said, go ahead. And then she said, can you promise me that you won't touch your cell phone today? I said, it's a little difficult, but I was quite impressed that she didn't ask for diamonds. And I said, okay, I will not touch. I kept the phone there. And we were having wine and said cheers and having wine to celebrate my pretty wife's birthday. And there, the phone started ringing. So I had given her a word, so I'm not touching. She came, she saw the phone, she came running. I said, what happened? I said, Trustee Ghulam is there, and you can talk to him because he doesn't talk nonsense. He doesn't talk long, and you can talk to him, finish. I said, Sir Ghulam, sir, good evening to you. I said, Ravi Shankar, how are you? He said. Then I said, I'm fine, sir. It is, I think 8:45, 8:48 or something. I saw the watch. I said, 8:48. I'm not sure. 8:58, how I'll be. The gloomy situation of COVID is so bad. We don't know of 10 minutes what happens. He said, Ravi, I'm in Mumbai. Okay. I don't know what happens after 5 minutes, because Mumbai was going through bad phase. And in Italy and Spain and I think London, every 1 minute people are not sure. Next minute, what happens? He said, you're talking about 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes, my friend. We don't have 5 minutes. They don't have 1 minute. That is life today. So, see, the Sufiana philosophy, this is called Sufi philosophy. In 2 words, he explained the whole vision of life, how uncertain this COVID can put you, how realistic the nature taught us not to be greedy and to be a minimalist. And life is not permanent. Don't take it for granted. So what it says, I think this is what he said. I felt this is, you should give while you live. giving while living. Don't postpone. We don't know what tomorrow. Today it can be COVID, something else. We thought we had tackled by inventing the vaccine by the first strain. Now second strain, third strain, fourth strain is coming. Every 6 months there may be a different strain. So we're not sure. So when you're alive, commit. When you're alive, when you commit, things happen. And when you commit, things will happen. It'll work out. Don't hesitate. In fact, I am sorry to say that my friend, my TRF mentor, my district governor, Suresh Hari, I always found him old-fashioned. Sorry, sir, I know that you're in New York. I know it will be difficult for you to meet me up. I'm safely in Bangalore. I always found you old-fashioned. He always says, not only him, many speakers, you must have heard hundreds of speakers saying that, see, the more you give, the more you get. I found it the most stupidest way of talking about it. Because when you charity, when you want to give it, it's not business, right? We don't give because we get more. I used to get up and go away. Many times I used to get up because I'm an Andhra. I eat so much of chilies. The short temper is a part of my blood. So many times I got up and went. I think this is, I observe. When you say that you donate, so do you get more? So because of that, at least donate. It's not return on investment, right? But what happened is, my company, Hara Housing, where my Hari is a partner of mine, we normally, at an average, we handle 60 to 70 acres of property. And that's year on year, we have been doing this. After this commitment to foundation of 100 crores, I don't know what happened. My energy levels have doubled. I work about 14, 15 hours, 18 hours a day. I'm not tired. My wife is fed up of me. She said, are you not tired? 5 o'clock you get up, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock you sleep. And throughout the day you're working. I said, I'm not finding tired. What can I do? In fact, Rotary connections, so beautiful. We trust each other. That's the beauty. When Paul Hari started, he didn't start this as a service organization. He said it's fellowship organization. We'll meet different profession people, meet, and we'll exchange ideas, and we'll do business. Fine. So this theory, I applied it. And you know what is the number of acres we handle? In acres, I'm telling so that you can understand. 1,000 to 1,300 acres I'm handling in all the matter of 3 years. So now tell me, whether Suresh Hari is old-fashioned, I am old-fashioned. All my Andhra blood, eating all the chilies came down. Okay, he is proved right. And I'm confessing I'm wrong. It is, Rotary has given me the energy. So what is happening is 70 acres, very 70 acres, very 1,200 acres. So this is the energy I got. So now I've decided I'm going to work hard and earn more and donate more to TRF. This is my promise. I may end up donating more than what I've earned because I know what I want. Work harder, earn more, and donate more. With this, I'm thanking President Kapil Chithale and Honorary Secretary Prasadji and my dear friend Gopinath, whom together today was the funeral of our friend Amir Arif Ali. We are missing. I think it's something a great loss to us. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to address an esteemed club like yours. I consider this as my very good fortune for having addressed. I know I'm not a good speaker. Please forgive me if I have spoken something wrong or I have not matched up to your level of the club. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, President, Past President Ravi Shankar. You spoke from the heart, and that's more important. I think you just blown us away with your speech and with your candidness. And I don't know whether there are any questions. People are just kind of in awe of what you said.
I have shared on email a couple of questions.
You have? Okay, let me just check. Okay, I've got it here.
How many minutes I've taken, PP?
No, that doesn't. That doesn't matter. You were so,
I
your
was
speech is one of the
I
best
told
that
you
we've had.
I told you to cut it off.
No, your speech was one of the best we've had this year, so don't worry at all. I'll just see. Okay, there's one question from Sanjay Chaganti, who's our own member. What criteria you use to choose whom to give? I think you've answered that in a way, but then if you want, you can take that.
No, I think we have a very clear. I say one, I go by my heart, and second one is the clear direction in Rotary for us. Very, very clear, filtering of projects you take up. So how you choose a project and evaluation and assessment, need assessment, and it's not that you do it and leave it and go away. It has to sustainability. So many parameters are there. Good, but before doing that, ask your conscience, ask your heart. That will not cheat you. That will never cheat you. Yes.
Perfect.
Connect.
Another from Sanjay again is that I'm curious to know how this desire to contribute began for you.
It's not one point. If I say one incident, gave me this decision, that may be spur of a moment. It could be spontaneous. It could be incomplete. It is from the time I lost my father at 4th standard, when I went astray, when my father was now, I didn't have a father to tell what is right, what is wrong. So I joined bad company, and I started selling black movie tickets, Shivaji Ganeshan, M.G. Ramchandran, and those days Rajesh Khanna. I should sell tickets to feed my gang. I used to steal in the market because nobody was there. My mother was a great lady with 7 children and no money at home. And I used to go to, when I was hungry, to tell you frankly, I always felt I was mentally retarded. I felt, many times my wife tells me also that I'm mentally retarded. I also know that I'm mentally retarded.
That is a men problem, not your problem.
No. So, why you also told us, Suresh? You said that I knew he was something different. That means
I have to tell that in front of Anita. I cannot.
Mentally challenged, right? So he's differently challenged. So when I used to feel hungry, I didn't know what to do. I used to go to neighbor's house, ring the bell, or tap on the door. I'd say, "Amma, pasikide in the kuduma." So nobody said, "Go away." Nobody said. When I went to school and I didn't have money, fees to pay, I said, "I don't have fees to pay. I want to come to school," and they gave me free ship. I didn't have money to pay for the exams. They gave me they paid the fees, and it's because I was so innocent. How I wish I go back to that purity. And whenever I went to her, nobody has sent me out. Nobody punished me also for all the mischief I've done. I've stolen things from the neighbors. Nobody has punished me. So how do I repay back? All the mothers, all the colony, wherever I used to go and ask money, the Bajaj, I think that from South India Surgicals, and you also have in Madras, South India Surgicals, Bajaj.
He's a member of our club, Ravi Shankar.
Oh, really? Okay.
Ashok Bajaj is a member of our club.
Kamala Bajaj, V. Bajaj's wife, and his son is the Kamala Bajaj's son, Anup, is my friend. We are buddies. And I used to go to him, their house, their big house, but I used to go ring the bell, "Ma, bhook lagi hai, kuch dena." She used to go inside and make roti and give it to me. How do you pay them back? They're not here with me. How do you pay them back? By paying to unknown people. The way they took care of me, how do you pay them when they're gone? By doing it. That's what I said. Life is a relay race. The baton has to be passed. You can't keep it yourself. Your fungus forms. It starts rotting. Okay?
Absolutely.
It's
we have another question from Rotarian Margaret James Cooper from the Rotary Club of Barkingside of London. And here she says, "Hello, Paula and Ravi. Family, second time I've had the opportunity to you. In my first encounter, you spoke of zakat in some context. That is a Pakistan talk. This time you spoke about being in your DNA. but I would like to know the answer you gave to the rich gentleman who was not happy you nervously giving away your money. I'm asking because you explained mostly. Okay, I will kind of translate that, Margaret, for you. When he spoke about the person, he asked him, how much do you eat? He said 2 Indian bread, which we call roti here. And he says, how much do you make? And they said, we make about 10. So he said, what do you do with the rest? So the guy said, I distribute it to people. He says, that's exactly what I'm doing. So am I right, Ravi, in what you said?
Yes, perfect.
So Margaret, I think you got your answer there. I was myself wanting to explain to you because he spoke in Hindi.
It's very simple. It's very simple. If more is cooked at home, more than what you need, you don't throw it away. You normally give it to people needy. That's exactly what we do.
Yeah, Ravi, there are a lot of people from abroad on this call, so I think it's good that we explained in English also. We have another question from our past president, Vijay Bharati Rangarajan, Dr. Vijay Bharati Rangarajan. She says, once you choose a project to support, do you monitor and follow up on the outcomes?
Of course. I'm very crude and I can be very rude. I can be very rude. But Suresh knows, I will not tolerate nonsense because mine is not easy money. Every penny is earned with a lot of not sweat, blood, and I cannot give it away. And if people are dishonest, I cannot stand that. Even they are Rotarians. If they don't keep up their promise, I think I'm there. And one more thing, I don't know if it's a little controversial. So when I said that, giving while living, this one of the most competent leader we had, who could have been prime minister, well-educated, well-placed, smart, and sharp, and I think also again from Karnataka, Jayalalitha, Amma. What a brilliant leader she was. So and she had so much of wealth was there. Today, what has happened? And it is being fought in every court. So giving while living, that makes a lot of difference. And where it goes, could not take 1 rupee when you die. About 6,000 pairs of the branded footwear was there. Ultimately, you were winning hospital rubber slippers. So absolutely. It's something for you to introspect what you want, absolutely. How much you want, why you want.
Yeah, thank you. Shano, do we have any more questions or is that all?
Yes, Gopi, can I read it out? It's just
please. Yeah, we just take the last question before we close.
All right. Good evening, sir. This question is from Shakti Girish, Rotarian Shakti Girish. She wants to know, do you or your family members ever feel stressed out, or have you when you've given so much for philanthropic works?
Ma'am, this is exactly what I started with Devgad. When exactly I answer this, I think threadbare. And even if you want me to do that, the only thing they objected, the only thing. See, my wife, I can understand she's a mother of 2 daughters who are not married. And naturally, she feels little insecure. In the beginning, she felt little insecure. But my daughter, I think they stood by us. And the only thing they asked, which I think Suresh Hari let me down. Even today, I'm waiting for an opportunity to fight with him physically. So that's why he's gone away to the US. And see, the only thing my daughter felt bad was, why so much publicity? Why so much publicity? When you are given it, when the right hand gives, left hand should not know. And so much of publicity, she didn't talk to me for a week. She said, Nana, why is this? So much of everybody is complimenting things. Why did you tell that? And I told Suresh, sir, we are giving this. I told him in his ears, keep it. But he had a role to play. Try and see from his angle. He had a role to play. He had to strengthen TRF. He has to motivate others. And he took the right, I don't know right or wrong. My daughter feels she's very angry with him. She's waiting for him to have a fight with him. And but he had a role to play as a Rotary leader. He's a very, very mature and sensitive person. Maybe I know that I let you down. I let you down because you're only one person. You are my friend, but I didn't want to let down 1.3 million people of Rotarians. by not knowing what kind of Rotary, what is Rotary, to what level they go up, and what is what is TRF, how to strengthen it. He had a role to play. I understand that. Sir, you can come back to India, sir. Sorry.
We'll have that fight, and when I collect the next 100, I will do that fight. Definitely, I will keep it to myself.
Iodex, I'll give you free, sir. Iodex, I'll give you free.
Shano, there's one question that Rani is asked. She's insisting that we ask that. And after that, the last one will be Dr. Anantanarayan Padmanabhan from North Fresno in California. He's raised his hand, so maybe we should unmute him after you ask Rani's question for the last question or remark.
Rotarian, Kapil, you want to say something?
Yep, after Rani's question.
All right, after Rani. No, after Anantanarayan's question.
Yeah. Rotarian Rani wants to know what, according to you, is the cause that deserves most attention and support?
I think Earth and environment. I think that's ultimate. Otherwise, we are not there. Simple. Period. We have been given so many notices, so many. I think lessons have been taught to us. We are such thick-skinned people, shameless people. We don't learn. This COVID is again one more lesson, asking us to behave ourselves. Don't empty our oceans. Don't empty the earth. Don't chop off the forests. Live with nature. No, we think we are beyond nature. We abuse everything which comes. We want to amass everything. I don't know for what. This is something which needs, I think,
that's a great answer.
This is the height of our behavior, indifference, and I think irresponsible behavior. Like humans, they're not worthy of a thing, and we have tripled our population in the last 50 years. I think 100 years, and the earth is same. We're emptying every possible thing on this earth. Oceans are empty today. Forests are empty. And our minerals have been robbed. Absolutely. Just to fill our greed. I think we deserve more than this COVID. We deserve more than this COVID. We asked for it.
You hit the nail on its head.
We asked for it.
Yeah. So now Dr. Ananta will be, can you just come in and ask your question? And after that, we'll have our President Kapil. And then after that, our past President Gopal Ratnam will give will express the gratitude.
Yeah, thank you, Gopi. It was very nice and very worth it for me to get up at 4 o'clock today for that nice talk and a great advice, sir. As a cancer specialist, I noticed people who did well ultimately were very positive in their motivation and also had a faith, a religion to fall back on. But today I learned that whatever I've been following is good, that you have to listen to your conscience and follow your heart. You'll be fine. And the question I have is, how do you give so much and stay so humble?
Sir, if your conscience is clear, and I believe in borderless world. I don't have state, I don't have country, I don't have religion, I don't have caste, I don't have anything. Only my conscience. I'm answerable to my parents, and I'm not humble, sir. When you asked about earth, the way we are messing up, I was not humble. I was very crude in my expression, and I don't think that I've done anything great to feel proud or arrogant, sir. I have not done anything great. I have done whichever even a smallest animal, an ant does. I think I have done only that. Nothing great. The day I do something great, I'll try to act snobbish, arrogant, and what I'll try.
You're only arrogant at the right time.
True, absolutely.
I'm not done anything great, sir, for me to feel proud of myself.
Okay, the last question to our president. Thank you, Ananta. Last question to our president, Kapil.
Thank you so much, Ravi Shankar. I think, as I started, it is truly an inspirational talk that you've given all of us today, and you're so humble. I must tell you, we have a lot to learn. You're truly an inspiration. But before I ask you my question, I must tell you, South India Surgical family are my sambandhis.
Sir Bajaj, we are neighbors, sir. We are neighbors, and he used to, Anup Bajaj used to use me as a gunda whenever he wanted to threaten his neighbors. So he
Anup
used to
is
call
gunda.
me.
Anup is quite a gunda now.
He's outbeaten me.
Do tell him that we spoke today.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know. In fact, I was in Amritsar. I came back only yesterday. I brought, I was in Amritsar. Here are all Punjabis. Amritsar, Vadiams and Papad I got for him because his wife, Ira, I designed their wedding card when they got married. So not for all his affairs, only for his legal weddings.
Please remind him that he's got somebody in Chennai.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Now, the question I had, Ravi, was...
You've forgotten.
The question I had was that with your generosity that you have shown to the Rotary world, how much has Rotary benefited by others who have reciprocated this? Would you have any idea?
Sir, that is for my my mentor, Suresh Hari, and the TRF to check, sir. I am not here to measure my impact. I am just walking the talk. I'm just trying to spread the word of awareness about environment and borderless world, and why hoarding wealth is waste of time, waste of life, and you are only poisoning your children. I'm telling, sir, if you hoard more than necessary, you are poisoning your children. You're not giving them an opportunity to grow as individual, as leaders, whatever. I'm so proud of my children. And my second daughter, she takes dogs for a walk. So she earns $20 for 1 hour taking a dog for a walk.
I think that bringing is something that a lot of us don't get to do or don't really walk.
That's why we pamper our children. We think buying things for them. They ask for a cycle, we give them a motorcycle. When they ask for a motorcycle, we give them a car. When they ask for a car, we give them 10 cars. And they end up in the bars, closest bars, and then they end up doing nothing other than messing up their neighbor's life, their life. And we are helpless. At that time, it's too late.
Yep.
It's too late for us to do anything.
Well,
in fact, Kapil, to answer Ravi's poser, see, one is I named him as Karma Yogi when he at the initial installation itself. We call him only Karma Yogi Ravi Shankar. See, he is doing his duty for him, for others to follow. But the result is so much of big giving is there. We have formed a AK Association of India, and there are many who have joined based on his input, including Muthu. He claims that Ravi is the main motivator. He went and borrowed money and became AKS because he heard Ravi. Similarly, Delhi governor. There are cases who have become AKS by just listening. It is like, Bill and Melinda Gates said why they didn't become Rotarian because nobody asked. He is the man who asked. He motivates. So the result is phenomenal. We cannot measure by how many because of him, but it is truly a phenomenal journey he's having and he's making things happen.
Yes,
sir. Thanks, Suresh, sir. I think don't try to escape what President Kapil Chitale said. I think it's got a lot of meaning in it. I think you should check up the average increase in donations.
Ravi, if I may, just extend to what Suresh Hari said.
Yes.
We've heard that in the last 6 months, the contributions to the TRF have really increased despite the pandemic that we are living in, the pandemic times that we're living in.
Yes,
so I don't know the exact figure. So things are moving in that direction.
Sir,
you're probably one of the causes.
Sir, gradually people are realizing the futility of amassing wealth. And Jayalalitha is an example for that. Plenty of them, more of them like that. They don't know why they want it. I wanted.
Now before
yes.
One last comment, Ravi, is that Rotary Club of Madras is going forward, going to concentrate a lot on the environment, I'm sure.
Fantastic. So I think we are doing a project together, sir. Pala River Rejuvenation.
Pala River.
Yes. Ranga smoke.
What it takes.
Yes, sir. We'll start. It's again a baton, sir. I think relay race. We'll start. We'll start it here and give it to you, and you close it.
President Kapil, with your permission, before I invite past President Gopal Ratnam to give the vote of thanks, I just want to tell Ravi that your fellow AKS member from California, Shad Elawad, is on the call, as well as past Governor Tunji Funshaw, who's been named as the 100 most powerful people by the Time magazine. He's also on the call. as our
Oh
people.
my, what a pleasure.
Yeah,
What
all
a
over the
pleasure.
world, from Kenya, from USA, from
pleasure.
UK.
Thank you, sir.
Now, can I invite past President Gopal Ratnam to express gratitude, please?
Maslow's theory of human need says you take care of yourself, food, shelter, clothing, move into the security of the family, then the social needs to be a member of a Rotary Club, then that of a president, governor, whatever it is, to reach stage of self-actualization. But here Ravi Shankar Garu has reached it at a stage of start. The difference of what the management says of the brain here is totally an opposite of the heart, what it says. I don't know, it's something that if science can map his brain and heart, it could be an example for many number of Ravi Shankars to be the world, to work harder, earn more, and give when you are living. And he means of wanting to probably feel inside the high, the happiness of a moksha. He is an agnostic, but he could talk about Zagat only a religious Muslim can know that when you are purifying your body with fasting, you take care of your friends, relatives, and people around, and that is what the zakat that is given is. You give more than what you are going for yourself, and this is what Ravi Shankar has explained when he was talking in Karachi meeting, or which one is that?
Lahore.
Lahore. I mean, man is intelligent, humble, emotional. Well, could answer that he gets angry, but he won't show it in front of his wife or daughters, of course, because he has deprived them of a lot for his own interest. I will say, no doubt they have fallen in line, but philanthropists all over give certain percentage. And from the yearning to think in terms of 100 crores, well, there can be only one Ravi Shankar. I mean, I cannot really find another Ravi Shankar. I know of Bill Gates, I know of Premji, I know of the others of the other foundations, but here is a man who didn't calculate what he has got before giving away. Probably if he has fallen short, he would have shaken Suresh Ari to do more work. Instead of 18 hours, it would have been 22 hours. Ravi Garu,
Yes, sir.
I prepared something to talk, but I am talking like you from the heart. I don't know whether I am talking sense or not, but I wanted to convey this to you.
So only one, sir, you spoke perfectly right, except that mapping my brain. They tried that, sir. They tried that, they found it empty. So, yeah, so.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, thank you very much for accepting our invitation to be
our pleasure. I can't say no to Gopi,
and
man.
Viola and the kids,
yes.
You don't believe, I am a believer. May God give you more strength. May God give you more, whatever that is needed for you to part with for the society. Thanks a lot. Thanks our guest Rotarians from all over, our own club Rotarians. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you
so much.
Thank
you so much. Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you, friends.
Thank you.
You took us on a high today, really.
The journey.
Gopal sir,
everyone.
conclude panel. It was from your heart. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Kapil, thank you very much for inviting us.
Thank you for joining from America. Also, all the other people from California. It's even further behind.
Anthem la one more song you can add. Madras, Nalla Madras, and the party photo. It will be good.
President would like
Suresh ji, you can join us on the 16th. We have a lovely musical evening.
We'll do that. Gopi will keep me informed.
Gopi will not forget you. Gopi will send the invite. Please join us. We will sing Madras, Nalla Madras, Bangalore, Nalla Bangalore.
Thank you, sir.
Next week we have Harish Salve. So you're most welcome
I
there
mean,
also.
be one of our regular guests, our own.
President,
Okay, Kapil, are you there? Kapil,
I have
you must close the
already
meeting.
speaking.
Yeah, close the meeting.
Nobody heard me.
Please close the meeting again.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Ravi Shankar Garu, are you there?
No, I think he's left.
I think he left.
Yeah.
Yes, left.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Surenji.
Bye, 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 bye.
for a
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Prasad. Thanks.